Assalamualaikum and very good morning everyone. Today we'll be presenting about our topic which is the role of data analytics in reducing supply chain bottleneck.
Assalamualaikum warahmatullahi wabarakatuh. My name is Nuerdina binti Muhammad Junaidi. I will present about introduction. Supply chain optimization is about making the supply chain work better and more efficiently. It ensures that material, information and product move smoothly from supplier to customer. Today, a company face strong pressure because customer demand change quickly, operations are more complex and disruption happen more often. Globalization and new technology have changed how supply chain operate. Company now work with many partners across different countries. This help reduce costs and expand markets, but it also increases risk and uncertainty. When something goes wrong in one place, it can affect the entire supply chain. Traditional supply chain method that rely on manual work and correcting after problem happen are no longer effective. Because of this, many organizations are turning to advanced technology and data analytics. This tool helps companies see what is happening in their supply chain, make better decisions, and respond faster to disruption. With data-driven supply chain optimization, companies can reduce bottlenecks, improve performance, and stay competitive in the market. For the background of study, globalization has turned supply chain into global network. Companies source material worldwide to reduce costs, expand production, and gain access to innovation. And however, this also creates challenges such as longer and fragmented supply chain, complex transportation route, trade regulation, and coordination issue. Recent events like COVID-19, geopolitical conflicts, and trade war has exposed how fragile global supply chain can be, causing delay and operational disruption. To handle this, companies are moving toward end-to-end supply chain integration from raw material sourcing to final delivery. However, traditional supply chain methods are still reactive and only solve problems after they occur, leading to higher costs and slower responses. This shows that they need for better data-driven supply chain optimization.
Okay, I will continue with finding an issue. I will start with from a theoretical perspective. Supply chain management is designed to operate as a smooth and predictable system, starting from raw material until the product reach to the end customer. According to theory, supply chain should be well coordinated, efficient, and supported by data to avoid delays and disruption. However, in reality, supply chain bottlenecks are a major challenges, especially for companies operating globally. Delays and demand uncertainty, as well as inventory issues, are often disrupt operations. Under the theory findings, predictive and real-time analytics play an important role, which is these analytics combine predictive, prescriptive, and real-time data to improve supply chain performance. This can help managers to detect disruption early and make better data-driven decisions. Real-time analytics are supported by technologies such as IoT sensors, cloud platform, and edge computing, which is it allows companies to monitor operations continuously and respond quickly to the problems. However, the reality findings shows how companies like Amazon use advanced analytics to overcome these challenges. For example, predictive analytics and machine learning are used to forecast customer demand and position products closer to the customers. This can help to reduce delivery delays, and inventory optimization also helps prevent stockouts, especially during peak demand periods, and Real shipment tracking will allow Amazon to monitor deliveries and adjust routes to ensure timely delivery.
Hi, my name is Siti Natira binti Muhammad Syahimi. Today I want to talk about the comparison of finding for theory and reality. The first one, in theory, Supply Chain 4.0 focus on the integration of Industry 4.0 technologies such as IoT, AI, cloud computing and real-time data to improve supply chain operation. And then, in reality, Amazon applies this by using advanced data model, automation and smart system in their warehouse to manage inventory and operation efficiently. And then the second theory explains a shift from traditional linear supply chain to smart data-driven networks. And then in Amazon's case, its supply chain operates as a connected system where warehouse operation, transportation and customer demand are digitally linked to ensure smooth and fast order fulfillment. And then the third theory highlight about continuous data flow between supplier, warehouse, transport partner and also customer. And in reality, Amazon constantly collect and share data across its supply chains to track order, manage stock level and respond quickly to demand changes. The fourth theory emphasizes high visibility and real-time monitoring. In reality, Amazon practice this by monitoring warehouse activities, machine performance, and order progress in real time by allowing issues to be detected early. The fifth theory states that digital supply chains enable faster and more accurate decision making, while in reality, Amazon achieved this through data analytics and AI, which can help to decide the optimal picking routes, inventory placement, and also for delivery schedules. The final theory suggests that digitalization can improve coordination and overall supply chain performance. But in reality, Amazon demonstrates this through efficient operations, faster delivery times, and can increase the customer satisfaction even during the peak season such as holidays.
Next is data-driven supply chain. It uses real-time data to improve efficiency. It also helps detect problems early. It will also reduce delays and costs, which will improve decision-making. The key technologies used in data-driven supply chain are data analytics, artificial intelligence or AI, machine learning, and cloud-based platforms. The benefits of this are faster response to demand changes, better inventory management, more reliable supply chain, and also improved forecasting and planning.
There are three problems, which is the first one is high operational cost, second one is resistant to change, and the last one is data quality and integration issues. Next, I will explain how the lack of data analytics can lead to high operational costs in the supply chain. When companies do not use data analytics effectively, they lack accurate information about the demand and inventory level. Because of this uncertainty, managers often keep extra buffer stock to prevent stock-up. However, this practice usually causes overstocking, which increases storage and inventory holding costs. This issue becomes more serious for companies dealing with perishable items such as fresh food and vegetables. Forecasting errors can lead to excess inventory that cannot be sold, resulting in waste and financial losses. In addition, too much inventory creates congestion in the warehouse. Daily operations like picking, replenishment, and product movement become slower and less efficient. Without proper tracking, errors such as miscount, mislabel, or misplaced items can also happen frequently. All these problems lead to delay order fulfillment, lower productivity, and reduced customer satisfaction. Overall, the absence of data analytics increases operational costs and reduces supply chain efficiency.
The second problem is resistant to change. Employees prefer traditional methods that relied on manual techniques like spreadsheet. They also lack the skills in new technology because they are confused and unsure how the technologies would work, which make them stick to the traditional method. They also fear a complex system because they thought that it would be too complicated or difficult to understand. They also trust their expertise or personal experience more. The third problem is data quality and integration issues because data from multiple sources are collected, which leads to poor data quality because sometimes employees or even supervisors use separate computer systems, making it not streamlined. Errors from manual data entry can also lead to inaccurate data, which can become the cause for incorrect analysis finding. Outdated or incomplete information can lead to poor judgment. This judgment can cause problems such as overstocks and delays.
Next, I will be presented with managerial perspective that involve future impact of data analytics on supply chain management productivity can also be expected to be transformative. Firstly, the way for managers to plan for future impacts gain the perfect supply chain activity process is with a real-time analytics dashboard and digital control towers that managers can use to monitor inventory, transportation, storage, and supplier performance in real time, which can streamline the supply chain process while minimizing costs. Thus, managers can detect anomalies such as warehouse delays, sudden demand spikes, or late deliveries more quickly, accelerating corrective actions to reduce bottlenecks. Furthermore, management decisions will also change from institution-based to data-based, increasing accuracy in planning, demand forecasting, and resource allocation. This is because the decisions that are implemented traditionally or manually are prone to errors. Next, using advanced analytics applied to the supply chain allows managers to make more accurate decisions regarding production schedules, purchase quantities, logistic planning, and workforce requirements. This can reduce uncertainty and increase the operational efficiencies. Thus, managers also can gain the ability to run scenario simulation, such as evaluating alternative delivery routes, selecting support suppliers, and planning emergency inventory. That can simulation allows managers to understand and analyze the scenario of each decision before implementing. Finally, analytics can provide more accurate insight into supplier performance that can allow managers to evaluate supplier based on delivery accuracy and responsiveness to change, and managers can select more reliable suppliers and eliminate suppliers that often cause bottlenecks through real-time accurate data.
Then I will explain about industry perspective. The first one is about time visibility. In industries, real-time visibility allows companies to monitor their operation continuously and identify delays or any disruption early, so the problem can be solved before they become serious. The second one is about making better decisions. So by using the data, industry can make more accurate decisions in production, inventory control, and demand planning, so it can improve their overall efficiency. The third one is about predictive analytics. Predictive analytics can help industry to forecast their demand spikes and supplier delay in advance by allowing industries to take proactive action such as adjusting production schedule or having alternative suppliers. The fourth one is about advanced technologies. Advanced technologies like artificial intelligence, machine learning, it is enable industries to analyze large amount of data quickly, so it can reduce the bottleneck in operations. The fifth one is about sustainability. Industries can optimize their transport route, can reduce fuel usage, minimize waste, and lower carbon emission to support the environmental sustainability goals. And the last one is about competitive advantage. So by improving customer service, reducing their operational risk, and stay prepared for market changes, so the industry can remain their competitive and can be ahead of the competitor. That's all from me. Thank you.
In conclusion, supply chain optimization is a valuable practice that helps organizations improve the performance of their supply chains, especially in managing increasing complexity and uncertainty. The findings of this study shows that without proper optimization, organizations are exposed to risks such as inefficient resource utilization, increased operating costs, and poor integration of supply chain activities. This study also revealed that supply chain optimization focuses on improving resource usage in important areas such as purchasing, production planning, and distribution, which is support better planning and coordination. In addition, the use of optimization models, information system, and data-oriented approaches play a key roles in improving decision making, demand and supply alignment, and supply chain visibility. Overall, supply chain optimization enhances organizational effectiveness by improving cost management, flexibility, and sustainability. Therefore, organizations should continually invest in supply chain optimization technique in an increasing complex environment.